Hey, Nick Smoot here. I'm the founder of Innovation Collective, and today I want to talk to you about a couple things coming up in New York that we've got going on. We're down in Florida, we're in Idaho. We got events popping up all over the country, and I guess I just kind of want to highlight one of those key events, and then talk about something that kind of hit me today that I think is kind of important. So, events in Utica. We have our leadership summit. Every 3 months, we fly in experts from around the world to the communities where we're doing our full deployments. And these experts come in to do mentorship with all the citizens. Really cool format. We've been working on this format for over 6 years for our leadership summits. And they're very powerful. They create a really strong community that supports each other as they pursue really big ideas. And there's this great mentorship that happens from these executives at big companies. Often, people we bring in have worked at billion-dollar plus companies. They're from corporate America, and they come to these communities where sometimes people feel disconnected from capitalism. And we start to try and reconnect those dots. And out of that, people who feel disconnected get the mentorship, the training, the connections they need to really pursue these big ideas or to become the kind of person who can pursue the big ideas. So don't miss it. It's the 7th and 8th in Utica, New York. The experts coming in have worked with big brands like AT&T, Delta, Nike, Budweiser, you name it. They've been working with brands all across the country doing different things. One's on the super technical side, and then one's on the more like marketing side. So it should be powerful and fun. And then we'll have our innovation development team out there that's going to be doing a pitch day, and then we throw parties, like we have a party at the Irish Heritage Museum. Should be a bit fun. That's all I'm going to say. And if you have questions about that, you can email us at info@innovationcollective.co, and we'll connect you up to that. We're almost out of tickets for that. It is capped, and we give away a free book to all the attendees. It's Clayton Christensen's book, Originals. Oh, whoa, sorry, not Clayton Christensen, Adam Grant. My bad. I'm sorry, Adam. My bad. But if you show up, you get the book, you're gonna meet these people, and you make new friends, and we talk about meaningful things. That leads me to the next thing I want to talk about. If you know anything about Innovation Collective, I've been obsessively for the last 7 years trying to figure out how do we create incredible innovations in small communities, average sized communities, big communities. How do we create innovations in authentic community in a way that everyone gets to participate? Because things feel really exclusive when it comes to how do you break into the startup scene or like the tech scene. And we've been trying to break that model for the last 7 years. And one of the things that I've discovered that I think is the most important thing for people like us, people like you and me, is that we acknowledge the fact that we often don't bet on ourselves. And what I mean by that is this: we vote. Sometimes in politics right now, everyone's trying to figure out like who to vote for, who to bet on that might fix the problem. For me, we sometimes are waiting for some other solution, and we're not happy with our lives. We're not taking care of ourselves with our health, our minds, our bodies, everything. And look, at the end of the day, if there is a lot of job loss coming due to algorithms, if there is a rethinking of how do we do education, because maybe that's happening too, you can't just sit back and let the system come to you. You've got to bet on you. And I'll be honest, I'm betting on you. We're deploying millions of dollars. We are doing workforce training for free. We're partnering with governments, and we're building buildings for you to bet on you. And the whole thing about that's got to happen is you got to do the work. You got to believe that you have it in you. And some of you might have excuses like, oh, I don't have the time to really invest in myself. It's a load of crap. You do. Stop watching so much YouTube. Stop spending time at the bars, wasting your life. Like, you are mismanaging your time and your life. So yes, it's hard sometimes, and maybe you don't have as much margin as other people, but it's still up to you. Like, bet on you, and we're doing our part. So all I can say, when I think about the real innovators and the creators and the people who've changed the world in history, it's people like us. It's average Joes. It is not the typical like MBA, PhD, Stanford, Harvard, MIT, cookie cutter. Like, those people are fantastic and they're smart and they're great people. I don't have any problem with those people. But what I do have a problem with is that somehow we've decided, like, those are the people who know how to change the world, and those are the people who make the magic. And then there's everyone else who's like, well, I didn't go to college, so I'm not quite as smart and I can't make the same way, and we get down on ourselves. Shut up, knock it off, and bet on yourself and do the hard work. You have magic in you. And I really believe that fully, to the tune of millions and millions of dollars. And we are building that system to help you find community to be curious with, be supported by, learn new skills, like technical skills, and also just your own life skills. Like, how do you deal with your self-talk in your brain that's telling you you're a piece of crap? Like, how do you manage your health? We have a whole curriculum and a software around that. Then we have an incubator, an accelerator, and a venture fund, and we bring in big brands to come and work with you. Then we build cool buildings, all because I think it's the people who change their own tires, who change their own oil, the people who work at the mechanic shop, the janitors. You are the people who have like crazy ideas up here of how to change the world, and you need a place to let it out. So Innovation Collective, we are your place to come let it out, and I'm doing it. Here's the real sneaky reason why. Because if it works out right, we're gonna invest in your crazy idea. If we know it has some legs, we're gonna introduce you to a big company, and then we're gonna do a small piece of your success. And that small piece ends up being worth a lot. And so at the end of the day, people are like, well, why are you doing this? It's because it's an awesome way to rethink capitalism and community in our country and just help people build the tomorrow they want through community today. It's a method that works well. However, there's also a massive upside in this. But the best part of it is, if we get that massive upside, you get a way bigger upside. So I'm out. Hopefully I see you at one of our events soon. If you have no idea what we're all about, check out innovationcollective.co. We're gonna get to 200 of these across the country in the next 10 years. They're popping up all over. We have employees in 3 states, soon to be 4, and we're coming. We're gonna change the world together. So I'm betting on you, bet on yourself. Engage with us, come to our events, get involved, and let's make magic.